One of the most memorable, probably the most memorable training job that I've been on would be at Groote Eylandt. Groote Eylant's off the very north of Australia. They mine bauxite over there, and I was doing training for engineers, actually, a group of engineers over there. And it's a wild place to go to. It's really interesting. I had to stop in Cairns, and then from Cairns you get on a charter flight. And yeah, for me, it was the first time I'd been on a charter flight that was full of just people going to this site. You get off, you get to the other end, and I really hadn't been briefed much about what was going on. Find my accommodation stuff, get on this bus, and the bus takes you like half an hour away from the airstrip. I won't say airport because the airport's all open. There's no inside there. Take off down there, and I finally get all sorted. And the room that I was in was about a 20-minute walk away from where I'd been. Anyway, I get all sorted, and I get into the classroom with the engineers, and I was having a lot of fun. I was there for 3 days, and we had lots of fun. We were talking about their site machines, how things applied to them. We were talking through. It was a very different. It wasn't basics training, but it also wasn't really in-depth troubleshooting training. It was this engineering look at the world. And I got talking about regen, a concept, regen, in how we can make a cylinder go faster. And it would have to be, I would have had to have been teaching for 10 years, teaching hydraulics for 10 years. And I'd been teaching the same concept for 10 years. And I'm talking through it, and these engineers go, nope, doesn't work. Okay, all right, that's cool. All right. As you do as a good teacher, you come up with a different way, different angle, and start talking through it. No, that doesn't work either. Okay, all right, yep, cool. All right, what if we think about it like this, and we start talking through it like this? And they're like, yeah, what about this? And I'm like, I got to a point where I'm out, guys. This is the first time that I've ever not been able to explain a concept. Anyway, next minute, I've got 2 engineers on the whiteboard behind me, and they're scribbling away. They're doing all sorts of stuff. And I'm standing back watching them. Hey, cool, this is cool. About 5 minutes later, you're right. You're 100% right. That's exactly how it works. Oh, geez, I was relieved because that's how I'd been teaching it for a very long time. Anyway, I've got a photo of that whiteboard where they went through the maths, and I'd never actually had to prove it using maths. I've got a photo of that as definitive proof from an engineer that regen actually works.